Now, Verapolita, Ireland till our draws on a pace. Oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
For days will quickly steep themselves in night, for nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Polita, I wooed thee with my sword, and one day loved doing the injury. But I will wed thee with another key, with pomp, with triumph, with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious Jew, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. With cunning has he filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, be it so, she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the word here.
I beseech your grace, that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the debt, or to abjure forever the society of men, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled, than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies, single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I yield unto Demetrius.
Take time to pause. And by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, upon this day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar for austerity, single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander. Yield a Christ title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
My lord, I am as well derived as he, as well possessed. My fortunes in every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved, of beauty as Hermia. Why then should not I prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nedar's daughter, Helena. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess, I have heard so much. Demetrius, come. Aegeus, come. You shall go with me. I have some schooling for you both. Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancy to your father's will. Come, Hippolyta.
How now, my love? chance. The roses there do fade so fast.
But like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
For aught that I could ever read, the course of true love never did run smooth. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and her house from Athens is remote 7 leagues. She hath no child, and she regards me as her only son. And in that place, gentle Hermia, may I marry you. And there, the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, there will I stay for thee.
Oh my good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Calling me fair, but fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Just your frowns teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I loved, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None. But your beauty, with that fault in mind.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place.
Helena, to you our minds will unfold. Tomorrow night, through Athens' gate have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds, were wont to lie, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes. Oh, farewell, sweet playfellow. Hooray thou for us, and good luck. Grant thee thy Demetrius.
Helen, it's you. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
Oh, how happy over others some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, often transpose to form indignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Ere Demetrius looked of Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. I'll tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and to the wood he will tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it will be at dear expense to have his sight thither and back again.
All our company here. You're best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script. Yes, here's a scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all of Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on their wedding day at night. First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on. Then we name your actors, and so grow to a point. Our play audience. Call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
That's what I call you. Nick Bottom, the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
Yes. Nick Bottom, you are set down for Pyramus. Woo!
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover? Oh, that kills himself. Most gallant for love.
That will ask for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. Now to the rest. Yet, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules. Rarely. Or a part to tear a cat in. To make all split. The raging rocks, the shivering shocks that break the locks of prison gates. Amphibious car shall shine from far and mark and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of your players. This was Hercules' vein, a tyrant vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows bender.
Here, Peter Brent.
Flute, you must take this beyond you.
What is this be? A wandering knight!
Yes, it is a lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
It is all the one. You may do it in mass. Speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe! Thisbe!
Pyramus, lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, no. You must play Pyramus. And Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Yes. Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Brent.
Yes, Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Brent.
Yes, you, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug, the joiner, the lion's part. And here I hope is a play well fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you would be given to me, for I'm slow at study that.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion's part too.
Oh yeah!
I will roar! That it will do any man's heart good to hear. I will roar. That I will make the Duke say, Let him roar again! Let him roar again!
And you should do it terribly, for you would frighten the Duchess and the ladies. It were enough to make them all shriek, and they would hang us all.
That would have every mother.
Good masters! If you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no discretion but to hang us. What? I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gentle as any shocking dove. I will roar you, and for any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus! Yes. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man.
Yeah.
A proper man.
Yeah.
That one might see on a summer's day.
Yeah. Okay.
A most lovely, gentleman-like man.
Yeah.
Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus. Yes, come on.
Come on.
Will.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Well, I will.
Oh yeah.
Good masters, here are your cards. Look, I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come the might tomorrow night and meet me in the palace wood, a mile out of town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw up a bill of property such as our play once. I pray, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, and you.
How now, mad spirits? Whither wander you?
I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's speed. And I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs on the green. Farewell, I'll be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant had, a lovely Indian boy, stolen from an Indian king. And jealous Oberon would have this child, knight of his trade, to trace the forests wild. Now they never meet in grove, green, or spangled starlight sheen, but they do meet that all the elves creep into acorns that come and hide in there.
Either I mistake your shape and make him quiet, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow.
Thou speakest aright. I am the merry wonder of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. Room fairy, here comes Oberon!
And my mistress would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous. Fairies? Skip hence. I have forsworn his bad and company.
Tarry, rash wanton! Am not I thy lord?
why art thou here? But that, forsooth, your bouncing Amazon, your busking mistress, and your warrior love, Theseus, must be wedded.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love for Theseus?
These are forgeries of jealousy. They never, since midsummer spring, met we on hill, forest, or mead. But with thy brows thou hast disturbed our sport.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance, till after Theseus' wedding day. A few patiently come and dancing around and see our moonlight revolve. Go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your harms.
Give me the boy! Ah!
Not for thy fairy kingdom! Fairies, away! I shall chide the ride if I longer stay! Ah!
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove, till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard the mermaid on a dolphin's back. That very time I saw, but thou could not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took, and marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell on a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. And maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower. Ah, the juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this flower.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Having once this flower, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion or bear, wolf on bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with a soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? Thou told me they were stolen unto this wood, and here am I, and woe within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Yet you draw not iron. My heart is true as steel. Leave your power to join. I have no more power to follow thee.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in most plainest truth, tell you I do not, I cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love thee more. I am your spaniel. And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me, but as your dog. Strike me, spurn me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worse a place can I beg in your love and yet high regard with me than to be used as your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of this desert place with the rich virtue of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor can it be said that this would lack company. For you, in my regard, are all the world. Therefore how can it be said that I am alone, when all the world is here to look upon me?
I'll run from thee. I'll run and hide me in the brakes and leave you to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest have not such a heart as you.
Say thy questions. For if thou follow me, do not believe that I shall do thee mischief in the woods.
I, in the town, the field, the temple, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my set. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed. We are not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make my heaven of hell. Die for the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there? I pray thee, give it me.
Ah, there it is.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox slips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania, sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in, and with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on his love than she upon him. And look, thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
I'll put a girdle around about the earth in 40 minutes.
And now, a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute, hence, sing me now asleep. Then to your offices, and let me rest.
Spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, newts and blind worms you know wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Willamelle with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, come not movie late shine. So good night, late lullaby. It's when all is well. Want to look? Stand settled.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it on ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair in thine eye that shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have lost our way. But will rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out to bed. For I, upon this bank, will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed. Two bosoms, and a single troth.
Nay, good Lysander. For my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath. So then, two bosoms and a single troth. Therefore, by your side, no bedroom you deny. For lying so, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, in love and courtesy, lie further off yet in human modesty. Horatian, as well may be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love never altered, thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen. For that fair prayer say I. And end life when I am old. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
And with half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none. Ah, night and silence. Who is here? We'd of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despise the Athenian maid. And hear the maid speaking sound. The dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she dares not lie there, near this. This lack love, this kill courtesy, churl. Upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth know. When thou wakest, let love forbid, speak his seats on thy eyelid. Awake when I am gone, time is now to overrun.
Stay! Do not kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
No, no, you leave me! Do not so!
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
I am out of breath of this fun chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wherever she lies. She hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? How salt with tears? So, mine are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I was ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me do run away for fear. Therefore no marvel Demetrius do as a monster fly in my presence thus. What wicked in dissembling glass is mine? May me compare to Hermia's fiery eye. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead! Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, good sir, if you live, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom lets me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to die on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What? Does she love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet she loves you, so be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent all the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not her Hermia, but Helena I love. You would not change a raven with a dove.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hand did I deserve such scorn? Isn't not enough? Isn't not enough, young man, that I never did, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufferancy? Good sooth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do, in such disdainful manner, me to woo. Perforce I must confess, I thought you, Lord, of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, must of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. And, all my love, address your power and might to honour Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander! Help me! Oh, do I best to pluck this frolic serpent from my breast?
Me? Oh, for pity. What a dream was here. Oh, Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander! Lord! What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word. Alec, where are you? Oh, speak! And if you hear, speak! Of all loves? I swoon almost with fear. No, I will perceive you are not nigh either death or you will find immediately.
Are we on net?
Hand! Hand! And here's a marvellous convenient place for her. This great plot shall be a stage. This put out way, out high. And we will do it in action, and we will do it before the Duke.
In which
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
there are things in this company of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw his sword and kill himself. Which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire Larkin, a parlous spear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
I am not so it's not so. I have a device that'll make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue shoot to say we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom, the Weaver. This will put him out of fear.
Well, we shall have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
Oh no, oh no.
Masters, we ought to consider with ourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is the most dreadful thing. For there is not a more fearful, wild fowl than your lion living. We ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
Me? You must name his name. his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak.
Oh, no. No.
Saying thus, or to the same defect. Ladies,
Lady.
fair ladies,
Fair ladies.
I would wish you,
Wait.
or I would request you,
Okay.
no, or I would entreat you,
You.
not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. For if you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity on my life.
Oh, pity on my
No,
life.
I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there indeed he must name his name,
Oh.
and tell them plainly he is Snug the joiner.
I am Snug the joiner.
Oh.
Yes, well, it shall be so. But there are two hard things. That is, to bring moonlight to the chamber. For, as you know, Paris and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar. A calendar! Look in the almanac and find out moonshine. Find out moonshine!
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then? You may leave a casement in the great chamber window where we play, open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and says he is there to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe says the story. They talk through a chink in the wall.
You never can bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Oh,
Some man or other must present wall. And let him have some plaster or some loam or rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through the cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
that may be it, and all is well. Every man is slung, sit down, and rehearse your part. Pyramus, you begin once you have spoken your speech. Hint into the way, and show everyone according to his cue.
Play toward?
I'll be an auditor. I like the two pamphlet eyes he calls.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe. Oh, yes. Stand forward.
Thisbe, the flower of odious sin.
Odors!
Odors, savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice! Stay thou but here while, and by and by I shall to thee appear.
Strange of hearing this in air like here.
I speak now.
Aye, marry, must you? For you must understand that he goes to see a noise that he has heard, and is to come again.
Oh, Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of colour like the red rose on triumphant briar, most frisky juvenile, and eek, most lovely dew, as true as horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus tomb!
and all. Here, miss, enter. Your cue has passed. It is never tired.
Oh, as true as a horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine. Monstrous! Oh, straight! Braymasters! Flymasters!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you right around. What time of horse thou be? What time of hound? Nay! Ah! And grunt and roar and burn at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is the knavery of them to make me afraid.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you? Bless thee, Bottom! Bless thee! Thou art translated. I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they shall hear I am not afraid. The owls and cocks are black of hue, and are its tawny bill. The trussel wit is not so true, the wren with little quail.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo grey, whose note full many amend a mark, and dares not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ears much enamored of thy note, as my eye approach thy shade. And thy fair virtue's force, the force doth move me. Oh. The first V should say, should swear. I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. For if I had enough wit to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood does not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I'm a spirit of no common rate. The sun will still doth tend upon my state. And I do love Therefore go with me. I give thee fairies to attend on thee. They shall fetch thee jewels from the deep. And sing while thou press flowers do not sleep. I will purge thou mortal grossness soul that shall as an airy spirit must go. Peace blossom, cobweb, moth and mustard seed.
And I. I shall go.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. copies, walks, and gumbling sights. Nod to him else, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
I grant you, friends, I shall desire you all a more acquaintance.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love stone, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awakened, then what it was that next came in her eye, that she must dote upon in extremity. How now, mad spirit? What night rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress, for the monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of hatches, rude mechanicals, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest, thick-skinned of the barren sort, who here mispresented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at disadvantage take. And arses now I fixed on his head, anon his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes, when they him spy. Away his fellows fly. Oh, yeah. And in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but this is the man.
Why rebuke you him that loves you so?
Now I but chide, but I should use thee the worst. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being overshoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. Oh, the sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. And would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be but thou hast murdered him! So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
And so should the murdered look, pierced to the heart with your stern cruelty.
What's this to my Lysander? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Oh, thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men.
I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that he is well.
And if I should, what would I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I
for a while I shall remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight. About the wood goes swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she will appear.
I go! Look how I go! Swifter than the hour from the Tartar's bow!
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in the apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and leaves mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fun pageant see?
Stand aside! The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll two at once woo one.
That must needs be sport alone. And these things do best please me that before preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. And vows so born, in their nativity all truth appears.
You do advance your cunning more and more when truth kills truth. I'm devilish holy afraid these vows are Hermian. Give her over?
I had no sense unto her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her over.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Goddess! Nymph! Perfect, divine! To what my love shall I compare thine eye? Oh, crystal is muddy. A ripened show. Thy lips. Oh, those kissing cherries, tempting crow.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were men, and you courtesy, you would not do me this much injury. To vow, and swear, and super praise my heart. No, you hate me in your hearts. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too. You both are rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort the patience of a poor soul's heart. All to make you sport?
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, and with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste such idle breath.
My son, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her is but a guest twice sojourned. Now to Helena is at home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the fate thou dost not lest to thy peril thou abide it dear. Look, where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art up by mine eye, Lysander found. Mine ear, I thank you for thy friend. But why unkindly dost thou leave me so?
Why should he stay? Whom love doth press to go.
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, which would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
No, she is one of this confederacy. Ah, now I perceive they have conjured all three to fashion this full sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two shared ours, the sisters' vows? Oh, is it all forgot? Will you rend our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel its injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul and tender me forsooth affection? But by your setting on, by your consent, what, though I be not so as in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved, this you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persevere. Counterfeit sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink at each other. Keep this sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you had any grace, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. It is partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, fair Helena. Hear my excuse. My life, my love, my soul, fair Helena.
Excellent, sweet. Do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel. Thou canst compel, no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life, I do. I swear by that which I am willing to lose, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where do you tends all this?
Wait.
No. Seem to break loose. Make on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Thou cat, thou fur! Let loose, vile thing, lest I shake thee from me like a serpent!
What change? Why are you grown so rude, sweet love?
Thy love? Out! Tony Tartar, out! Out, hated potion, loathed medicine, hence!
Do you not jealous? Yes, soothe, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust thy word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh, what news, sweet love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I am as fair as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say.
Aye, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh, me! You, juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart away from him? Fine fate! Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fine! Fine counterfeit! You puppet! You... Puppet? Why so? Aye! That way goes the game. Now I perceive she has made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I, so dwarfish, so low? How low am I? Thou painted maypole. Speak! I'm not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into the earth! I pray, gentlemen, do not harm me! I was never cursed! I'm no gift at all in churlishness! I am a right maid of my cowardice, who perhaps may think because she's something lower than myself that I could match her. Lower! Again! Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me! I ever more did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that, and nothing to Demetrius. I told him of your stealthiness when he followed you! For love, I followed him, but he had tried me hence, threatened me, to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now to Athens you will let me bear my folly back, and follow you no further. See how simple and fond I am. Why get you gone? What is that hinders you? A foolish heart that I leave here behind. What will I send Demetrius?
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
Oh, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and true. She was a vixen when we went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce. Little? Again! Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flaunt me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone! You dwarf! You minimus of hindering not grass made! You bead! You acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf and scorns her services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena, take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are long ago to run away.
is by negligence. Still thou mistakest. Or else committest thy wilveries, thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the hidden garments he had on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad it so did sort, as this their jangling, I esteem sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray that one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir up Demetrius with some bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from hence all error with its might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next awake, all this derision shall seem but a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen to beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora Harbinger!
Make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin lead them up and down. Here comes one. Where art thou, Demetrius? Proud Demetrius, speak thou now. Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou? I will be with thee straight. Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou run away? Thou coward! Art thou fled? Speak!
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars and wilt not come?
Aye, art thou there?
Follow my voice, will try no man would hear. He goes before me, and still dares me on. I followed fast, but faster did he fly, that fallen am I in dark, uneven way, and here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show thy grey light, I will find Demetrius and revenge this spite. knowest thou not? Where art thou?
Nay then, thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy this deer if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now, go thy way. Vagueness constraineth me to measure my length upon this cold bed. My day's approach not to be visited.
Weary night, a long and tedious night. Fade thy hour, shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, and sleep. Sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from my own company.
But three? Come, one more. Two of both kinds make a four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
No further can I crawl. No further can I go. Here will rest me till break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Set thee down this flowery bed. While I thy mealable cheeks do coy, stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears with gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom? I'll scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb? Monsieur Cobweb, good Monsieur, get your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And, good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready, what is your will?
Nothing, good Monsieur, but to help Cavalier Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber, good Monsieur, for methinks I am marvellously hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass. When my hair too would tickle me, I must scratch.
I say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
For truly I could munch on your good dry oats. Methinks I have a desire for a bottle of hay. Oh, good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow. Oh.
I have a venturous fairy, they shall seek this squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and a wind be my eyes. Fairies, be gone, and be always away.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage I now do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking favours from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her, and she, in mild terms, begged my patience. I then did ask of her her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be. See as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud o'er Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
What visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came this thing to pass?
A robin take off his head. Sound! Music! Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now, thou and I are new in amity.
Fairy King, attendant Mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Come, my lord. And your flight. Tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Our observation is performed. And since we have the forward of the day, my love shall hear the echo of my hounds in the Western Valley. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once. In a wood in Crete, they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding. For besides the grove, the skies, the fountains, every region near was filled with one mutual cry. I never heard so sweet a thunder, such musical discord.
My hounds are of the Spartan kind, so fluid, so sanded. What's up? What names are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. This, Lysander, this Demetrius's, and this Helena, old Nedar's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rites of maid, and hearing of our intent came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world? To sleep by hate and fear no jealousy?
My lord, I shall reply, amazed me. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But, as I think, for truly would I speak, and now I do bethinks me. So it is, I came with Hermia hither.
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough! I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They want Demetrius.
My lord, fair Helena told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither unto this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love for Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the fate, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this in accord we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the mornings now, something worn. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, we'll hold a feast of great solemnity. Come, come.
Are you sure that we are awake? Seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke is here and bid us follow him?
Yeah, and my father, and Hippolyta.
And they did bid us follow to the temple.
Well then, we are awake. Let us follow him. And by the way, recount our dreams.
comes, call me. I will answer. My next is most fair peerless. Yo. Peter Quince. Snout, the tinker. Starveling. God, my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream. Has the wit of a man to say what dream it was? I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. And it shall be called Bottom's Dream. Because it hath no bottom. You sent to Bottom's house. Is he come home yet?
Cannot be heard of. No doubt he is transported. If he comes not, then the play is mine. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. There is not a man in all of Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraftsman in all Athens.
Yeah, and the best person too. A very powerful, sweet voice.
You must say paragon. Paramore is God fearing. A thing of naught.
Masters! The joke's coming from the temple, and 2 or 3 more lords married.
If our sport had gone forward, we'd all be made men. Oh, sweet bully bottom. Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. And he could not have escaped it. 6 pence a day! And the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged, he would have deserved it. 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these hearts? Masters, I am to discourse of wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything right as it fell out. Tell us, sweet bottom. Come on. Not a word of me. Come on. All that I will say is that the Duke had dined. Get your apparels together. Good strings to your beards. New ribbons to your pumps. Eat presentingly at the palace. Every man look all his part. For the short and the long is our play is preferred. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we at your utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say, this is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away! Away!
Strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees hell of beauty in a brow of Egypt. Poet's eye, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and his imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown. The poet's pen turns them to shape and gives to airy nothingness a local habitation and a name. Such tricks had strong imagination, and if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Then in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But all the story that the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesses than fancy's images, and rose to something of great constancy, howsoever strange and admirable.
Here comes the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Come now. What masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Say, what abridgment have we for this evening?
A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth.
Who are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never laboured in their minds till now.
I will hear this, for never anything can be amiss when tenderness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharged and duty in its service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
So please, your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let them approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will. That you should think we come not to offend, but with good will. To show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. No, we do not come as needing to contest you. Our true intent is, all for your delight, we are not here. That you should hear repent you. Yes, the act is at hand, and by the show, you should know all that you are like to know. Yes.
This fellow does not stand upon point.
Indeed, he plays on his prologue like a child on a recorder.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, once set out by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think did have in it a crannied hole or a chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly. This rough cast of the stone doth show that I am that same wall, the truth is so. And this the cranny is, bright and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lion and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest footage you ever heard discussed, my lord.
Silence. Pyramus draws near the wall.
Oh, grim looked night. Oh, night with hue so black. Oh, night which ever art when day is not. Oh, night. Oh, night. Alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, oh wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground, and mine. Thou woe, oh woe, oh sweet, oh lovely woe, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous woe, Jove shield thee well for this. What see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked woe! Through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stone for thus deceiving me.
To all being sensible should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. As she is to enter, and I to spy her through the wall, you shall see. All will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, for often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with light, and hair knit up in thee.
I hear a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I may hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole and not your lips at all.
Will thou at these two meet me straightway?
Tight life, tight death, I come without delay.
Thus have I wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
Oh, this is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst no worse, if imagination amends.
It must be your imagination so, and not theirs.
You, ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now, perchance, both quake and tremble here, when lion, wroth with wildest rage doth roar. Know that I, one snug vagina, am a lion's fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should come as lion in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
Very gentle beast. Okay. What's my conscience? Let's visit the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
His horn is visible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man at the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put in the lanthorn. How else is it the man the moon?
I am weary of this moon. Would he would change.
Proceed, Moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that this lanthorn is the moon. I, the man at the moon. This thornbush, my thornbush, and this dog, my dog.
Well then, all these should be in the lanthorn. All these are in the moon. Good silence. Here comes this.
This? Oh, this too, but where is my love?
Well run, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shone, moon. Truly, the moon shone with a good grace.
Well moused lion.
So the line vanished?
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining thou so bright. For by my gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take the truth these beside. But stay, oh spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck! Oh dear! Thy mantle good! What? Stained with blood? Oh, come! Ye furies fell! Oh, fates, come! Come! Cut, tread, and trum! Crush! Conclude! Quell!
His passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame? Since lion vile had here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that lied, that loved, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound. Out, sword, and wound the left pap of Pyramus. Ah, left pap, where heart doth hop. Thus die I. Thus! Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is to the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die.
Recover. Improve an ass.
Perchance moonshine has gone before Thisbe comes back to find her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion will end the play.
Methinks it will not be a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Asleep. My love. What? Dead, my dove. Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak. Quite dumb. Dead. Dead. A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These, my lips, these cherry nose, these yellow calcium cheeks are gone.
got a lighter left to burn the dead.
Aye, and you all too.
I assure you, the wall is down the part of their father's house. It will please you to see the hippie look, or to hear a Burkmaster dance between two of our company.
No prologue. I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. For when the players are all dead, and you none be blamed. A fine tragedy. So it is. And very honourably discharged. I can't. The iron clock of midnight had struck 12. Lovers to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy pounding snores, all with weary task fordone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, everyone let forth his sprite. From the church we pass tonight, and we ferry that to run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic, not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Throughout the house, give gathering light by the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite, hop as light as burnet from dry.
Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and blast this place.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed shall we, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the lovers three, ever true in loving thee, and the bolts of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mole, hair lip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious, such as our despised nativity shall upon their children be. With this field you consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, and meet me all by brink of day.
and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have honoured luck, else the puckaliacal. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hand if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.